Say hello.
Hey everybody, this is another resistance band workout, day 3 of week 1.
Yeah, and with some body weight exercises thrown in as well. So,
I'm ready to go.
Are you?
Yes.
My God. So to start things off, we're going to start with the hip circle and we're going to do some side steps. So as always, the hip circle goes over your knees. Remember, you can use a doubled up band on these, maybe even tripled up, to sort of give you some extra resistance. But hip circles are a little bit more comfortable and I think are now back in stock in Amazon, amongst other places. So we're going to start with some side steps, this time on a stiff leg. So Zoe's going to start with her feet shoulder apart, and they must never get wider than that, or narrower than that rather. And from the hip, she's going to push her leg out 4 inches and then step back in. Where she's doing this, her hips are pushed forward. When she gets to the far edge of the mat, she's going to stop and she's going to do 5 squats.
Can you hear my knees on camera?
No. Sounds good.
It's like a load of bubble wrap.
And then she's going to come back using the width of what she's got. If we're doing this outside, we're doing this not on camera. There's the dog. Hello, dog. And again.
Keep your knees pushed out over your toes when you're squatting. Don't let your knees come in at the bottom. Keep them out.
Push those knees out at all times. And then that's 1 round. And Zoe's going to do this for 5 rounds. We're going to do the full thing. That's good. So you can make this harder by taking more steps. These side steps on a stiff leg get really hard for your bum muscles really quick.
And make sure that you keep a straight leg with your toes pointing forward. Don't cheat by bringing your heel out.
That's right. So you're pushing out from the hip, not from the foot. You could do more steps and fewer squats, or you could do more squats and fewer steps, depending what it is you needed to do or work on. The dog's looking very damp there. We took him, just got back from the beach. It's a gorgeous day today. You can see. There we go. So this is Zoe's start of round 3. And what we're going to get to do this time is she's going to go all the way back and then back again without stopping for the squats this time. So we're going to take her steps, 1 more, come straight back.
Feeling it here.
Yeah, really feel it on the side of your bum. And now do 5 squats. So this is just a variation. You can get more steps in. With the steps, you really start to feel it on the side of your bum, the sort of upper side. It's called the glute medius. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to get Zoe to do 3 walk across. So she did 2 last time. And now come on back. And back again. And now her 5 squats. Making sure she pushes those knees out at the bottom of the squat. Your knees sound horrific.
Good knees. Get off my knees. More walking?
More walking, this time for 4. So 4 widths or lengths or whatever. That's good. Hips pushed forward the whole time. This is done on straight legs. We did variation the other day, which is on a bent leg. It does hit in a different place. On the bent leg, you will definitely feel it into the bum muscles as well, but also into the inner thighs. Do you remember what your inner thigh muscles are called?
Vastus medialis.
Perhaps. Okay, and we're done. Good, that's the first exercise. I'm going to keep this camera running. So he's going to...
Glute bridges?
She's going to take that off for this one. So we're doing glute bridges, but this time we're doing it without a band. So lie flat on your back. That's good. Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed out slightly, and up on your heels. That's good. And what we're going to do is 10 glute bridges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold this 10th one. Bring feet in closer together, both of them. Closer, closer, closer. Keep your hips pushed up. And now you're going to extend one leg straight. Keep your knees together.
Without falling over.
Push your hips up a little higher. There we go. And you're going to hold this for 10.
That is murder on my quads.
Yeah. 4, 3, 2. Change legs. Push your hips up first. Make sure your glutes are extended. That's it. Make sure your knees are together. Just to keep that line. Hips up a
4,
touch more.
5,
6, 6.5, 8, 9. Straight into glute bridges. 10 more. Feet wider. Up on your heels.
heels.
Toes pointing out slightly. 10 reps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold at the top. Bring your feet narrower. Good.
Hips.
Get hip full extension. Extend one leg straight. 10 seconds. I'll do it on the clock this time. Just so you know I'm not cheating. I think your hips can come up a little bit. There we go. That's good. 2 more seconds. Change legs. Extension. Good. Hold that extension. Lower that leg down a bit so your knees are level with each other. Extend through your hips a tiny bit more. That's good. Well done.
This is horrendous.
It's really hard, isn't it?
Oh my god.
And glute bridge again. Off you go.
Whew.
2 down, 2 to go. Where are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it right there.
Good.
Like the bottom of my quads, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that is pre-fatigue from the previous exercises
Okay.
with the squats and the side walks. But yeah, to hold that leg in extension, the muscles around your knees are working really hard.
And my legs are very heavy.
They are really heavy.
Okay, hips.
Hips.
How's it? Knees,
Yeah,
hips, legs.
extend. Good. So her left leg, it's an extension right now. The muscles around the knees are working super hard just to hold that position, as well as the hip. Every now and
It's this knee that I'm feeling it.
Oh yeah, okay. Good, hip up.
Hips,
Good.
knees.
And hold that position for a count of 10. 7,
Oh, come on, I've been
8,
doing it for more than that.
9, no you haven't, 10. Last round straight in. So this really starts to burn after a while. No equipment. You literally, as long as you've got a floor, some carpet, and a dog to lick your ear every now and again, you've got everything you need.
Getting no encouragement from that dog whatsoever.
Yeah, we run his legs off on the walk.
Oh, my lower back as well.
Never say that.
Oh my god.
Here we go. And again.
Okay, hips,
Yeah,
knees.
good. Squeeze the bum. Check that your bum muscles are working. Okay. Give them a squeeze. Or ask a friend to squeeze them for you. And change legs. Full extension. That's good.
Knees.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Standing up.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's really difficult. Getting straight into the next exercise. So grab a band. We're going to go for a light red band. And Zoe's going to stand on it on one strand with both feet into a squat position. So feet nice and wide, toes pointed out. And then she's going to bring her arms up to her rack position, which is her shoulder press position. And you can see...
Squat rack,
Squat
not
rack.
boobs.
Yeah.
Although also boobs.
Also, you can see that the strand is running from her hand down behind her tricep.
So I'm not
Okay.
inside.
Not inside, it's outside. I'm going to ask you please to take a couple of steps back so I can film a bit more of you in there. That's good. Keep going, keep going. It's not a cliff behind you. Keep going. That's good. Excellent. Right, exercise is going to be, on this first round, squat and press. And we're going to do this for 10 reps. Squat and then shoulder press. On the squat, we're going to practice pushing the knees out. Even though we haven't got the band there to give us that feedback, we're going to keep practicing pushing the knees out. Squat and press. That's good. So this is a great combo exercise. We're obviously doing squats with the legs. There's a little bit of extra resistance there with the band. And then we've got a shoulder press. So we've got a lower body exercise mixed with an upper body exercise, which is a great way to really drive up your heart rate.
That's 10.
Good. And then you're going to release the band carefully so it doesn't twang you in the face, and into band pull aparts for 15 reps. Good. So you can see that Zoe's always keeping some tension on the band. She's not letting the band go floppy at all. And the point of this exercise is to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open up those shoulders, open up the chest. That's it, squeeze the shoulder blades together. That's great. And then straight back in to squat and shoulder press. You can make this harder by having your feet further apart if you wanted to, or of course, using a heavier band. This time, we're going to be doing it as a continuous exercise. So it's going to be squat into press, straight back into squat. So there's going to be no pause in the middle. Straight down, straight up. So this then becomes a thruster. And it's less stable, as you can see from extra wobbling from Zoe. And it keeps the heart rate even higher because it's continuous. There's no pause position at all. Squat, straight into press, straight down. That's it. So there's no pause in that rack position at the top. Good. Straight into band pull aparts. $15 reps, nice and quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Good. Last set of squat and press. We're going to do these as thrusters as well. So it's a continuous movement, no pause in the rack position.
Sorry.
Once Zoe's got over her inevitable delaying tactics.
It's twangy.
Squat into press, straight down to squat. So as the hands are coming down, Zoe, you're starting your squat. That's it. And as you're finishing your squat, you're starting your press. So there's not a distinct pause at any point. There we go. It's great. Good. As your hands come down, you start your squat. Good. Good. That's it. You got it. And that really takes the heart rate up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Zoe says, good. 15 of these. And this is our last set. Good. We've got another great combo exercise now, which is going to be upright rows. And Zoe's going to be stood on one strand for the upright rows, which makes sense when she does it. And then going to go to bent over rows, and she's going to be stood on 2 of the strands to increase the resistance. It's a stronger exercise, so you can use more resistance. So the upright rows, she's stood on one strand, feet about shoulder apart. Remember, you can make it harder by having your feet wider, or easier by having your feet narrower, because you'll have less, you'll have more tension in the band. Hands are also about shoulder width apart. And all you're going to do here is a straight upright row, elbows nice and high, and you're pulling your band up towards your chin. It doesn't need to get there. So as long as it's sort of chest height or a little bit higher, that's fine. But the elbows in the top position are higher than your hands. So it's elbows up a bit more. That's better. Good. Good. And then step on both strands now. And we're going to do a bent over row. So I'm going to change position while Zoe does this. She's got high reps on this one. She's got 30 reps. She's going to perform them quite quickly. You can see from the side that she's bent over, not quite horizontal, but really low down. There's a nice arch in her lower back, bum sticking out. And the movement is driving your elbows back. And we're trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pinch here. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 30 reps. So a lot of reps, driving a lot of blood into the area. And then it's going to be straight back into bent over rows for upright rows, for 10. And then we're going to do one last set of bent over rows, this time for 20.
Oh my God, 30 was really hard.
30 is really hard. Okay. 10 upright rows. That's good. Good. Elbows nice and high. Shoulders and trap should be burning a bit right now.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you want me to turn sideways?
On 2 strands, that'd be great. On 2 strands this time. That's good. Nice. Bend over by hinging, stick your bum out. Lower back's in a nice, lovely, natural arch position. Elbows are quite tucked into your sides and you're driving your elbows back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the top. 20 repetitions. Zoe's arms are at the useless tubes of meat point. Good. You can see how hard it is. She's really struggling now. Good. Excellent. And we're into the last exercise, which is going to be a combination of chest press and leg raises for your abs.
Oh, yes.
So, you're going to start by sitting down and you're going to pass this around your shoulders and you're going to have it so it's over your arms.
It is a bit of a fiddle, but once you're in the right spot, it's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to move then. So you can see she's holding it by the handles and the strap is around her shoulders and over her arms, not under her arms. It's not into her armpits, it's over her shoulders and arms. Nice. And she's going to lie down, bring knees into chest and have them a bit further in so you're past right angles there. And that just lifts the hips off the ground and already starts to work your lower abs. The exercise is going to be bench press. We're going to do this as a ladder. We're going to do 2 reps and then she's going to do 2 leg raises. Now the important thing in the leg raises that Zoe's doing today is she's not bringing it all the way to the floor, okay? I actually want you to do one where you actually come much lower down for this one. But what happens, the lower Zoe's legs come, the more her lower back lifts off the ground.
Yeah.
We don't want that. If the lower back comes off the ground, then the abs are in a stretch position. They're not working properly.
So I can only get to there before my lower back moves. That's not quite 45 degrees.
Yeah. And we're trying to train the abs on this exercise. We're not trying to train a big movement. So with this, the abs stay engaged by the lower back staying pushed into the floor.
4 reps?
4 reps now. So it's going to be 4 chest press. Straight into 4 leg raises. And again, Zoe's only coming down low enough that her lower back does not lift off the ground. As your abs get stronger, you'll be able to come down further. But the goal is not to lower your legs as low as possible. Good. Into chest press. And you can see Zoe has adjusted her knee position, so her knees are still tucked in towards her chest, which keeps her pelvis a little bit off the ground. So already, even though she's doing chest press, her lower abs are still working. Good. Into 6 leg raises.
Oh, I just did 8.
Did you?
I can do 6 of these, that's fine.
Do 6.
I thought we were doubling. We're just going up by 2.
Yeah, going up by 2, it's a ladder. So we're going to go up by multiple to 2.
3.
So this exercise is quite tough, so I'm going to show you a variation next time. Zoe's going to do 8 chest press, again.
If any of my clients are watching this, they will know that counting is not my strong suit. They have to do the counting. I might be about to hit myself in the back of the head with this elastic band. There we go.
Okay, so this time with the leg raises, Zoe's going to start with her legs straight, but she's going to lower one leg down, low, up to the point where she can start to feel her lower back lift the floor. Now the exercise is going to be slowly scissoring the legs. So as one comes up, the other comes down. So as one comes up, the other one goes down. So it's at the same time. There we go. That's it. But again, the focus is in keeping your lower back on the floor. What you'll find here is you can take the legs much lower towards the floor, towards horizontal, but still maintain that position of your lower back. That's good. Now we're up to 10. 10,
Think
which
about
comes
that then.
after 8, if you're counting in twos. 10 chest press. And now she's got 10 leg raises. I'm going to leave it to Zoe's choice whether she does alternate or to do it as a double leg. Oh, look at that. Going for the double leg. Good. Again, it's not how low you can bring your legs, it's how low you can bring the legs and maintain your lower back being pushed into the floor. And even just over the course of this workout, actually Zoe's legs are coming lower as her abs have got used to this position. That's good. Sit yourself up, face the camera, and let the people know how that felt.
That was good. It's surprisingly tiring. With the bent over rows, my arms suddenly went. I was like, this is hard, but it's okay. And now I'm done.
Yeah.
But good.
Great workout, got your heart rate up. You've used one piece of equipment, an elastic band, and your body weight, and you've had a full body workout, and it took 20 minutes. So
With
that was a
the
really good
elastic
workout.
bands, you can get some that have handles on the end, which you might well find more comfortable. I do find it drags on my palms a bit. It's not what stops me doing the exercise, but if you are struggling, or if you're thinking about buying some, maybe consider some with handles. They'd certainly be more comfortable for me.
The problems with the handle ones is it also then limits what other exercises you can do with it.
Yeah.
So you can't do exercises where you're having to loop it around. Like one exercise we've not touched on yet is pull-off press
Yeah.
or twists using this. So personally, I prefer these ones.
But yeah, they're pretty cheap, so you could always
Yeah.
get a couple of sets.
Exactly. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, it's time for deadlifts now.